What's up, everybody? Reaper here. Hope everybody's doing well. I am currently just playing Castlevania. Mostly because this is just kind of like my way to kill time before I officially start the stream. But I think I'd just go live and play a little bit of Castlevania first before we go into the main attraction, which is me checking out all the games I got at Too Many Games this past week. Or more so, this past Friday. So I didn't realize it till, oh shit. Never was that good at this game. I can complete it, but it probably takes me a few hours. Like I said, I'm just kind of killing time. I'm going to give it like 5-10 minutes before we start, so just enjoy yourself, you know, grab a drink, nice comfy seat. And if you're watching this video later, as in not right now, feel free to fast forward probably about 5-10 minutes. Yeah, I was doing much better before I went live. Curses. Curse this game! This is not a game that I got out of Too Many Games, I will say that. As I said, I'm just killing time. Figured why wait? You know, when I can just start playing right away. Like a little bit. Back when I reviewed this game, I was able to complete it. It took me good long time, I will say that. But it is doable. No, I did not complete the second loop. As I was happy enough that I was able to kill Dracula. Anywho. But I can't survive, so what does it matter? Thank God for infinite continues, right? And I don't know where all the secret gold is and all this and all that in this game either. Damn it. It's the first time I ever saw that up here. I don't know where all that kind of stuff is in this game. Yeah, I'm gonna give it like 5 minutes, and then we're gonna begin. The whole plan is I'm just gonna play the games I obtained, all of which being NES games, oddly enough. Like, I was looking for SNES ones, but it's just the NES ones that kept catching my eye, I guess. And then like I said, spend maybe 10-20 minutes on each game. Maybe more on some. And how much time I have when I go through them all? I might focus on 1 or 2 of them. See how far I can get in them. One's an RPG, so I definitely won't be getting that far in that. But I'm going to show that one last because I'm shocked that I actually found a copy of it. With a little bit more backstory than that too, I promise. But most of the games are action games. This is gonna be in the Halloween mood too. I do have a game that I think I want to do for Halloween. I actually have a couple ideas. I just gotta get with a couple friends too, because one of them is gonna be a massive co-op thing with a couple of my friends. I knew I jumped way too early on that. I kinda want to stop now and just get into it, but not yet, not yet. This level. It's really not that difficult. I've seen videos of people playing this game and getting through it without even getting killed. No, not me. I feel like I need to stop worrying about trying to kill them and just focus more on evading them. But again, I'm only gonna be playing for like another 2-3 minutes, so it really doesn't even matter. Yeah, was that too many games on Friday? Okay. That was unexpected. I wasn't trying to go down the stairs. But yeah, I was there. Overall, I spent about 460 bucks. Not all in games though. I have a couple like little like sprite figurines. I'll show those off some other time, I think. Or maybe I'll just do it. I can probably switch it to my phone or something. Maybe I'll see if I can get that to work. But like one of those was like $50, one of those was $40. So there's 90. So the rest of it were all games. So I got about 12 of them. I got a good dozen. Alright, so if I die again, we're gonna stop and we're gonna just go right away. Right into the games. If I don't die, we'll just keep playing till I die, I guess, or get to the next stage. I don't know. I'm probably gonna die right here. I usually do. Oh. So I'm definitely not an expert at Castlevania. I actually think the second one's a little bit easier. Huh, got through there. Awesome. I love this music too. Really, Konami was like in their A game back then. It's really like them, Konami, Capcom, Sunsoft. Like they all have, for the most part, have games with like amazing music. That's actually the first time I ever got hit by Medusa. I always thought it was an easier boss than the bat in the first stage. Alright. Let's start, shall we? So again, this video is just going to be me playing with the games that I acquired during Too Many Games. Now, unfortunately, 2 of the games do not work. I did clean them all. I verified that all of them were working before I started doing this video. Unfortunately, there are 2 that unfortunately, they're just not working. I wonder if I can switch it, because if I can switch it to my phone, I don't think I can easily. I gotta play around with it some other time, I think. I was just gonna show it, but so the one game is Bible Adventures, an unlicensed game by Wisdom Tree. If you've ever seen some of the Angry Video Game Nerd videos, you've probably seen the video on that one. It's a pretty funny one. Like the game loads. Actually, you know what? I might as well just boot it up and I'll show you what it does. So it comes up as an unlicensed cartridge, probably because it's unlicensed. I do have another unlicensed game that I purchased that actually does work. Different company, though. So what happens is when I hit play, I get sound, but I get no video. So unfortunately, I can't play it on the Retron. I thought about booting up a ROM of it. Like, you can hear the music and everything, but unfortunately it's just not working. Maybe some other time, maybe around Christmas I'll stream this. I'll boot up a ROM and stream it. I don't know if I really want to do that to myself, but for you guys, why not? Now, the other game, it does run. It's going to make me a liar here. I cleaned this one about 2-3 times, and I just cannot get it to run properly. Like, and I even had this fight with the Retron to read it. One day I'll probably bring it over to Jerry's house because he actually has an NES. Oh, there we go. So basically, the game runs. I can technically play it, but it's very glitchy. You know, kind of like years ago when you pop a game in an NES and it get, like, all the graphics were all glitchy and just a jarbled mess. Or you get the gray screen of death. Yeah, those are good. Let me see if I can get it to run. Preface it. This was actually a game I used to rent all the time from Video Systems 2, an old rental store that I used to go to. There's actually a couple games that I got that I used to rent. Dig Dug 2. A lot of people are more familiar with the first game. I'm more familiar with the sequel. It's just a game that I used to play. Actually, this isn't too bad, so I'm going to give it a go. Basically, your whole point to it is kill the monsters in one of two ways. You have this little air thing, just like the first game, where you can blow the enemies up. Or, you can sink them. Sink yourself too. Problem with the game is I never really knew how to, like, what side was gonna sink. I don't know if it's just random or if there's actually a predetermined way of doing it. I used to play this a lot. Like, me and my mom would just sit around the TV and take turns all the time. I think I want to say I've gotten far before. The controls are a little weird. It's like almost tile-based. It's more fun to, like, tear apart the island, I will say that. It's safer probably to use the pump, but let's face it, when you can do stuff like... It's freaking doing the wrong sides. And I can't get the eggplant. Why is it always eggplant in games? Like, it's so weird. Wow, I got lucky there. And I love the little jingle that plays when you finish the stage. Obviously, the game isn't supposed to look like this. This is actually playable, though. I will say that. I didn't want to do that crap. But it does the job. Like, I can still play it. Oh crap, I wasn't paying attention. So a message come up, I don't see it on the screen, so let me reboot the restream. Oh hey guys, sorry, I did not realize that you guys were typing because the chat app is not working. So, that's my bad. So, to go off it, Hey Gigante from Brazil, and hey Jeffrey. And yeah, Grim Reaper, the funny thing is, in Castlevania, when I first played and got to the Grim Reaper, I actually didn't even die. Bible Adventures, yes, it is the weird 3-in-1 game. I was really hoping that would work, unfortunately, but as I said, I'll get to a ROM at some point. Alright, so that's Dig Dug 2, a game that I used to play a lot. I've never finished it. I don't even know if it is doable. So the rest of the games should work perfectly fine. I'm going to start with some of the kind of games and work my way down to the really good ones. Next up is another really crappy game. I never played this before, but I cannot believe how bad this game is. I don't think the nerd did it justice at all. And I love the original Pitfall. Like, it's one of my favorite Atari games, if not my favorite one. So, like, to play this finally after all these years, because I never even loaded up with an emulator or anything. And then when I finally got around to actually playing this, it's so bad. It really is. Getting chased by a freaking bat now. Like, it's so hard to actually hit anything. I give props to anybody that's actually sat through this one. Like, and it even has to load. That's the funny thing. Oh, I didn't realize it was going to crawl across there. Alright, I'm not done with this. Come on, we gotta do better than that. Oh, I got someone. I killed something. Oh, what the? Alright, now the chat's coming up. Cool. I know, that was great. It's literally the first ladder, too. That's the funny thing. And you can't, like... You can't just jump off a ladder, either. And I can't move, like, you're literally stuck as you're dropping down here. Like, the programming of this game just feels so bad, like... The funny thing, there is actually a Pitfall 2 on Atari. I think it was one of the few Atari games that actually had music. And again, granted, some of this might be due to... Holy crap, I actually killed something else. Something else might be due to the Retron emulation. I just don't think that's the case. I think it's just a poorly made game. That's good. Yeah, that's cool. It's like the Dark Souls of NES days. The music is fucking awful. Isn't this the one that you're supposed to jump into? Nope, it's not. I remember he said you have to jump into a bird for a warp, and I remembered it being the red one. Apparently Spider's freaking out. That's cool. This gives you lots of ammo. Oh, this is gonna suck to try to get on this thing. Okay, I wasn't as bad as I thought. The music, though, I will say that if I was playing this for a review or something, I would be muting my TV. Game is so badly made, like oh yeah, good point. The funny thing is, I did see that game and I almost bought it. I was so close to buying Dragon's Lair. I didn't see Dark Castle, unfortunately. Alright, that's enough of that. I had enough of this game. Let's move on. The sad thing is, like, the first, I'd say, like, 3 games I'm playing here are all games that AVGN did. But the sad thing is, they're all games that I never actually owned or played, so I'm like, I gotta jump on them. Next up, Total Recall. I freaking love the movie. I actually saw it for the first time just like 2 years ago. I thought it was fantastic. I'm just trying to get the chat up because I think the app is still acting funny. So, I figure if I could just bring the chat up on YouTube just to make sure I don't miss anything. But yeah, I tried playing this a little bit, simply because I was kind of intrigued with the idea of the game, how it's like a beat 'em up and all that, but like, it's really like wonky to play. Like, it's words can't really explain it. I've definitely played worse games. It's just, this one's really weird. Like, I feel like I just don't have proper control of Arnold here. And I want to kick too. Like, these guys are like kicking me in the nuts, and all I get is a little stubby punch in their face. I feel like the health doesn't give you as much as it needs to. What the hell are you? Oh, son of a bitch, they dragged me back in. Oh, it is fun to watch these guys go flying off the screen. I will say, I still think I like this a little bit more than the RoboCop game. I absolutely despise that game. I don't know why I kept buying like all these old AVGN games either. It's kind of funny, but it just kind of worked out that way. probably be going next year again, then. I've never played the NES Predator game. Rambo, I kind of wanted to enjoy. Like, I still give it a try every once in a while. I cannot figure out where the hell I'm supposed to go. But Predator was just kind of difficult to play. Like, I did play a little bit. I just had a hard time with it. It's actually the furthest I've gone, to be honest. It doesn't even look like it gave me anything. That's just so cool looking, though. Ah, they killed me. Oh, Platoon. Oh, yeah. My friend had that game. As a kid, I tried my damnedest to figure out how to actually play it. And I just could not finish the first level. That was a really weird game, I'd say. I feel like it's kind of like all licensed games. Like, there's just a disappointment for the most part. But this game had some awesome cutscenes, I will say that. Yeah, Platoon is just... like, that's just a weird game. Oh, I died already. I love how they just get, like, knocked out by getting shot a couple times. That's all. I don't know if I've ever actually watched the movie. I don't think I'm getting past this part. There's just too much crap going on. The game has been terminated. Yeah, you're right. It is getting terminated. I was actually looking for the Terminator games. Like, I've always wanted that. I've played a little bit of the first one. I never tried the second one, though. Moving on. Next up. This was working yesterday. Next up, Dick Tracy. I'll definitely have to take a look at it. I do love a good war movie here and there. Now, when I played this a little bit yesterday, I did not think it was as bad as everybody says it was. I don't know, maybe I just didn't play enough of it. But I think it was just kind of I don't know. I didn't think it was that bad. Granted, I don't really know where I'm going first, so maybe that's part of it. I know when I was playing yesterday, I got to some clue in like a different order, which I don't think it's that big of a deal, as long as you get all the clues. That's relevant. Yeah, I mean, the second one looked okay, from what I've seen. I've never watched any of the movies, I've never read any of the comics either, so there is that. So I guess I'm a little ignorant on the whole Dick Tracy lore. There's nothing in here. Cool. So I don't really know where I'm going. I kind of like the music though. It's got like that jazzy action vibe. It really fits. Oh good, I don't want to use my super punch, but okay, I guess if I have to. I can't get used to that. That's so funny looking. Oh, we're turning into what's it called? Rolling Thunder. It looks like a hard move, so it is cool. Like right now, I'm actually enjoying myself. Oh shit, I didn't realize I had first aid equipped. I'm trying to punch, I'm like, why isn't I punching? I'm not gonna dwell further on it, but I don't think the game's as bad as everybody says it is. Maybe I'll do a review and then everybody will get upset at me saying it's a crappy game, that I don't know what I'm talking about, but we'll get down there that way some other time. Next up, the other unlicensed game I got. I gotta take it out of the little case here. I think it said unknown, but it still worked. Actually, no, I think this one actually popped up. Dudes with Attitude. I'm surprised AVGN hasn't done a video on this yet. And yeah, I thought Dick Tracy wasn't awful. It's not the greatest game, of course not, but it's not bad. The weird thing about cleaning these unlicensed games is because they're not your typical gray or even gold shell, you actually need a Phillips head screwdriver, which is fine. I got like a million of those. But you actually have to break the label on the back, like the little warning label that says like don't use cleaners, don't take it apart. Oops. because there's actually a screw in the middle of that friggin' thing, so I kind of destroyed a little bit of the back label of Bible Adventures trying to clean it, which didn't work sadly, but oh well, I don't plan on selling them anyway. So, now, this is more like a puzzle game. It's kind of weird. You actually have 6 dudes to pick from. Bozo just creeps me out a little bit, I will admit that. He's got the Bret Hart sunglasses, so I'm thinking when I pick dude. But it's kind of a weird game. So like you have this little map screen, and you choose whichever level you want to do. There's actually, I think, a way you can actually create your own stages too. But when we start, basically all you gotta do is collect all the jewels. In order to do that, you have to be the same color as the jewels. Otherwise, you just bounce around. And the only real obstacle that I can recall, because I've played this a little bit as a ROM, like many years ago, when I first started getting an emulation, I think the only real obstacle is the time. Why it's called Dudes with Attitude, I will never understand that. But that's the game, essentially, is you're just running around just trying to do this. Now, I think they also created another game, the Trolls and Treasure Island game. And the funny thing is, years ago, I remember seeing like a commercial or an ad in a magazine for that game. And like me and my mom thought it looked kind of interesting, but we never bought it. Here, I think it's essentially the same thing as this. Unless I'm mixing the game up, which is definitely possible. I'm not going to type in my name, it's not even going to save it. So then more stages open up. But there's this edit option, which is weird, like... I don't know. So yeah, that's essentially the game. It's kind of weird. Yeah. That would be very interesting. Literally, the only thing you have is like move left and right. That's all you can really do. I didn't actually want to grab that, but... It's just a really weird game. Like, I just don't understand why it's called Dudes with Attitudes, and of course there's another freaking... If you hit left and right, it just plays weird sounds. I don't understand it. Maybe we'll do one more. Oh, there's actual obstacles? One thing I will say I don't like is how there's no, like, you don't actually see a boundary. Oh, this one's gonna be crappy. Okay, so you can get hit once. That's kind of cool. Yeah, I can see this is going to get very difficult. Because you figure you're going to have to hit these and then quickly go up. Yeah, I think I'm done with this one. Very weird game. I remember when I first got into emulation, that's how I actually knew about this game. And I remember thinking, what the hell is this? Moving on to now we get into some much better games. Heavy Barrel. I played a little bit of this about a year or two ago. When I was getting into like the whole retroachievements.org website, which is actually really cool. I've been meaning to get back on there. This is actually one of the first games I played, and I really actually enjoyed it. I got kind of far. When I was playing it yesterday, not so much. One thing I will say that takes a little bit getting used to is the camera. It's kind of slow, but at the same time, it works really well for this game. What happens is a lot of the enemies will drop keys, which you use to open up these chests. Which can be like weapons and like you can get a lot of cool stuff out of this. But I love the graphics. Like, I feel like the graphics look like something you'd see out of like a Konami game. Bright, colorful. Blow that helicopter up. Oh, were you just firing? I've gotten the heavy barrel weapon once, and oh my god, it's so awesome. But I love this music. I really do. Unfortunately, you get to see the garbage graphics on the bottom, but again, emulation's a wonderful thing. What grenade was that? I got the scatter gun again. Could do worse. Expecting to get killed there. Or attacked in anyway. The thing is, your main weapon, you don't have any ammo, so you can just start firing it like crazy. And just like do this turbo controller for the win. What the hell are those anyway? So is it firing Space Invaders at me or something? Usually elevator parts aren't until the end of games, but apparently here, they decided to get out of the way early. Ah! Yeah, this is one I'm actually looking forward to either playing or streaming at one point because I'm really a big fan of this game. Oh man, I'm not doing this well. Yeah, I'm not doing this well, clearly. I said the camera takes a little bit of getting used to, but overall, it's just, I feel like one of those underrated games. Kind of like if you could do the overhead part in Contra all the time. I couldn't get away from them. I don't know how many continues you have. I like the whole upgrade system where you have to find keys and unlock chests and stuff like that. I don't know, I just thought that was kind of cool. Play one more life slash. If I die, I have to continue again. We'll stop there. Oh, I thought I dodged that one. Apparently not. Probably shouldn't be trying to attack them, just focus more on evading them, but what are you gonna do? Another game that this kind of reminds me of is Smash TV. If it wasn't just one room per. I don't know how to explain it, but the game was more linear, I guess. Please tell me this isn't the whole boss. Oh, it kills me. Probably should be. Oh, I got run over. Alright, that's enough of that game. I said, really fun one. Like, I would highly recommend it. I think I paid like 15, $20 for this one. Actually, the sticker's still on there, so let me take a look. $20 for this one. Highly recommended so far. From the little bit that I've played. So. Next up, another Daddy East game.
Sure, Daddy's game.
What?
Sounds fun. Do you want to try Ask Dad?
Cancel.
It's one of the most played games this week.
Alexa, cancel. I don't know what the hell that was just about. It kind of sounds creepy.
Sure, Daddy's game.
Alexa,
Sounds
cancel.
Fun.
Daddy's game, like, that just sounds really, like, that's just creepy. Either that or it sounds like a Stephen King book or something. Anyway, Carnob. This is a game that I've always wanted to get. I don't know why. I've seen videos. Try this again. I've seen videos of it online, and it always looked fascinating to me. The funny thing is, when I was purchasing, because it was actually at the first stall I was at when I bought this and the game I just played. I can't remember the name of it. Anyway, it's over there. I can't see it from here. I need to get new glasses or something. Anywho, when I was buying this, the vendor actually asked if I actually ever played it. I said, no, not really. He's like, it's hard as balls. So, and after playing it for a few minutes yesterday, when I was testing games out, yes, it is very difficult. A lot of it is due to like the way the camera works. So the way the game works is your life, you start out as red. If you take a hit, you go blue. And if you get hit one more time, you're dead. But the camera to me kind of feels like an old school DOS game, the way it moves. But you have like a bunch of items and stuff that you can obtain. Like he's like, I guess he's sort of like a circus strongman or something. And all he does is just like these fireballs. That's his attack. I think he's actually further than I got yesterday, and I had better weaponry. I don't know the story of the game or anything like that. All I know is it's kind of fun in a weird way. And I love that little jingle that plays when you die. I really hope I don't have to start the beginning of the stage. Okay, good, I don't. I'm about to say, that looks like water, so how the hell am I supposed to go up there? Oh, I'm supposed to jump up that way. I don't know why, I kind of like the sound it makes when you breathe your fire too. Another thing is, I don't know why, it's probably really weird. I've always liked when games created their own font or use different fonts than the standard NES font. I don't know why, that kind of stuff I've always loved. It's probably really weird, no one else ever notices it, but I do. Yeah, that noise is annoying. Yeah, this game is really freaking weird. Like all the icons. Did I seriously get hit by that? That's one of the worst things, when they put the game over above the continue option or make game over the default option. Come on, developers. Really? Why be a douche? Yeah, like, you can kind of tell with the camera what I'm talking about. How it only really moves when you move. Especially the vertical movement. It's just really weird. I knew that was not going to end well for me. You actually move a little bit slower when you're in the air. Oh my god, is that the thing from freaking Earthbound? Starman Jr.? Oh, come on! I get killed by Starman Jr. Where the hell am I now? So yeah, I think the game does allow you to do multiple pathways. That's really cool. I don't know how to select other items either. And I can't just jump off the ladder. That's cool. That was kind of interesting. Just slowly floats to his death. Apparently this was originally an arcade game. I'd be interested in seeing how balls to the wall that game is. So that's Karnov. Next up, it's gonna be another nostalgia trip for me. So this game is one of my favorite games on the NES, first off. I wish I still had my original copy, because I remember when I was a kid, I remember seeing the commercials for this game, with Kirby like eating everything in sight, and I remember saying I want this game, and I think it was like 10 or so. For my birthday, my mom got it for me, and I remember freaking out that I had Kirby's Adventure. Like, my friends probably all thought I was insane. So, like, it's a game that I've wanted to repurchase, re-add to my collection for the longest time. And when I saw it at Too Many Games, like, I was excited. Like, I was like, okay, I gotta buy this. So yeah, I'm not gonna play through the whole game, even though I probably could easily, because I absolutely love this game. I'm curious to know if the battery still works, because you gotta figure this game is what, probably 30 years old now, about-ish. And when I took it apart to clean it, I was surprised. Like, this game, the board on the inside of it is bigger than a lot of SNES games I've taken apart. It's a shame I don't have the extra mode unlocked, because that actually makes the game much more challenging. And I never knew about this secret until like maybe a year ago. I'm like, wait, you can get a UFO in the first stage? What? I remember when I was trying to play it for the review, I was trying to play it all the way through without even stopping, and back then I didn't really have any way of recording from a console, so I was using emulation for everything. And for some reason the sound glitched. So I had to stop the game and then reload it just to get sound working. So this is definitely going to be a game that I stream. It has to be. And I can still get 100% in it. That's the best part about it. Most of the secrets I still remember where they're at. That's probably going to be too far to the side there. Maybe it'll be... Nope. I never went for the small one. You always go for the big one. Like the music, the graphics, the gameplay as a whole, it's just so smooth. Yeah, Kirby's kind of floaty, but he's a punch ball, so what do you expect? Like, there's so many weapons you can choose from, and I don't remember how I figured this Easter egg out either. I'll show you if you guys haven't seen it. Basically, you get the star to disappear and you can just keep going over. There we go. As a kid, I found this. I don't even know how I found it. Probably just when me and my brothers were like goofing off or something. Name of the developer is Hal. Don't know why there's a black bar up there, but oh well. Then you come back, the star's back. One of the games I've been meaning to purchase as well is the original Game Boy games. I never played them. The most I played was the remake of sorts of this game on Game Boy Advance. I think my favorite weapon is still sword. That or ice. Ice is fun, just because I like the color that Kirby turns into. But I've always loved sword. I know a lot of people are probably big fans of like throw or backdrop, but my biggest problem with those is that it kind of immobilizes you a little bit. Oops. Oops. I want the sword, but oh well. We'll do a couple more levels. As I said, this is going to be a game that I could easily play for hours. And doing the boss rush, I think I was able to complete like once or twice. It's not easy because you do not get your life back. It was more so the swordman. I can't remember what, Meta Knight I think his name was. That was the enemy that used to kill me all the time. That was the... If I can get to him with close to full health, I was happy. Not a big fan of Fireball, I will admit that, but it's got its uses. I remember watching a video on game glitches, and I saw the one that basically breaks the game in the 6th world. I think it's the 6th one, whatever one Orange Ocean is. If you mix the two, I think you get either ice or neat. I used to know like a bunch of the mixes. Fortunately, I don't anymore, but I think like anything with fireball gives you hammer, which later on in the game that just becomes invaluable. I remember not liking it though because it doesn't really improve your score, but I'm not playing for score right now. I just love the color he turns into, like, I really do. It probably sounds weird, but I don't care. It brings me back to like my childhood. Which honestly, that's why I like a lot of NES games. It's just, I remember playing them. I remember really enjoying them. Because that's just what I grew up with. And as a kid, like, most of the times, my consoles were always like a generation behind, so. When the Super Nintendo came out and I was able to get a Nintendo because it dropped in price, like, I was ecstatic. We'll get the boss done, and then we'll stop. Although I'm going to check to see if the game actually saves. That'd be cool if it does. I can change the battery if need be. I haven't tried it in an NES game, but I've done a Game Boy game already. I love these little scenes too. Like, so much care was put into this game. I'm gonna hit it again, just see if it saved. It did! Awesome! Alright, moving on. Next up, actually, before I do that, some of these games came with like little plastic cases, which I've been meaning to get more of these. Next up is a game that I've always wanted, because I've seen videos of it, and I've never actually played it. Come on. Legend. A lot of people put this on like one of the most underrated games listings, and I've always wanted to know why. It was made by Compile, which was, I think, big on like shooters and stuff, which after you'll see the first level, you can see why. I can't beat the first level. I haven't tried it, but the thing that sucks is that's a shooter. I suck at shooters. So we'll see what happens. We'll see if I can get to the... But I've heard it's almost like a Legend of Zelda of sorts. There's some shooting parts like this, but then other parts are like an overhead, top-down action game. Things I thought those were something you could probably collect, but they're not. They're actually enemies. I cannot get past it. Eventually, it just gets so chaotic. That might help. I think I'm doing better now that I was trying to get out. Yeah, I did not do this well yesterday. Holy crap, I did it. So yeah, this is the other half of the game from what I understand. So I like, the gameplay that I've seen of it, I thought it was really interesting. It reminds me of Blaster Master. That was what I was thinking of. But I do like how the game kind of gives you your position too. So like if you're writing down notes, you can be like, alright, well at X13, Y14 I found this. I thought that was pretty cool. I don't know how I'm supposed to use that or something. I don't know. Like, I can see why people really like this game. Because it definitely has that, like, heavy exploration feel to it. I level up or something. Yeah, no, like that sound made it level up now. It's like gave me more light too, so. So my thing is that you don't exactly have a. Oh, you can hold down to beat it. Oh, that's cool. You don't really have any invulnerability time either, so. I could have like planned past it. Stay diagonal and shoot this thing. Not a very difficult boss so far. that little icon in other games too. I don't know how to activate that thing, I will say that, but it's alright. Very low. But yeah, I can really see myself getting into this game, because I love these kinds of, like, not necessarily open world, but, you know, where you have to do a lot of exploring. Like, that's the kind of stuff I love. Like, I like a good linear platforming game every once in a while, but we'll get to one of those in a bit. But I think we're good on that. But again, I'm really enjoying this game. As further as I've gone, I couldn't beat the first level yesterday, so that I'm definitely going to spend a little more time with. Now the three that I was really excited to get, and all three of them were rentals from that Video Systems 2 that I was talking about earlier. First up, Tailspin. Again, I've said it before, I'll say it again, I'm not a very good shooter person. I like the genre, I'm just not very good at it. But I've always loved Tailspin. I never could get into the cartoon, I will say that. It was one of those Disney morning or Disney afternoon cartoons I just could not get into. I was more of a Darkwing Duck person. One thing I don't like about this, like, basically, you're only able to shoot one shot ahead of time when you first start. But what I do love about the game is if you actually flip and go backwards. I mean, what other game lets you do that? And there are times where you kind of have to. It just sucks that you have, like, the first level is just so difficult just because you can't shoot more than one bullet at a time. It's got that typical happy Capcom music. Like, early Capcom didn't have the best music, I will say that. But, saying that, like, they really hit their stride when they started doing all the Disney games. One thing I will say, though, is that, like, hitting A, it feels kind of delayed. I've gotten killed many times because I feel like I hit A to go backwards and it just doesn't do it right away. It's like the game has to think or something. But like here, you can kind of do it in order to get all these items. But you have to be careful too, because you can accidentally, like, crunch yourself in the screen. Like I almost did right there. And if you do it right, you can shoot up and down. It's a weird mechanic, but it just works. I wanted that help. The boss isn't too terribly difficult though. Slowly get hit again. yeah. I mean, it's a little before Tails, I'd say, but that would work, actually. Because both of them fly a plane. First thing that I'm definitely going to do is get the rapid shot. So that way it gives you another bullet. Lay off the hot dogs, I would never do something like that. There's actually a bonus game up here. I always remember that one. Like, I feel like that one's just such an easy one to get. And if I could have, I would have, I'd be using an actual NES controller. Unfortunately, I'm using an SNES one because Direction doesn't want to recognize my NES controller. That's all good. His name was like Kit. That's what his name was. This game is not easy either. Like, I feel like this might actually be one of the harder harder Capcom games. And again, maybe it's just because I suck at shooters. Hey, what's up, man? If I can enter that bonus game again. Nope, I cannot. I actually remember the boss of this stage, too. It's ridiculous. Oh no, it's not the boss, it's just a mini-boss. Oh, I could have done it. Page Master. That's still a game I gotta get back to. I don't worry about that. I feel like I'd end up dying. Not gonna get down there. Third minigame. Top Gun one day. I own it. I think it's safe for yeah, but a lot of people hate it just because of the landing. I don't care about the landing. I just think the game's kind of crap. I can land no problem. That was a cheap shot. Really need another heart. Or not. Oh, I gotta start all the way back. Oh, that was a cheap hit. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do yet. I do definitely want to review at least a couple of these games. I was thinking about this one and maybe even the one I do after this. Which, coincidentally, spoiler alert, they're both Capcom games. Stop. That's the thing, I panic a lot in this game. Like, when I'm going the wrong way. But I pretty much have almost all of my October reviews done. I guess I have one more to do. I gotta write the script for the second game, or I guess third. Finished up tomorrow's earlier. I'm trying to get back on track because I feel like I've been slacking badly recently. But I've just been playing other games and it's just like, I'll get to them when I get to them. Alright, this thing's pounding down now. Make the ball explode. This one's always a good option. The sad thing is I'm only $2,000 away from actually being able to do it. I struggle in this level. I don't think I'm gonna get past this one. I remember as a kid I was never able to get past the construction area. This game's just not easy. But I love the rain effect, I will say that. Never move fast enough in this game. Do I want to continue? Now let's move on to the next game. I only have 2 left, so really the next one's going to probably be the one I play the most right now. Because it's another one I used to rent all the time. The Rescue Rangers. One of my favorite cartoons when I was younger. Probably second to Darkwing Duck. Like me and my brother used to play this a lot because it was like 2-player, kind of sort of co-op. Oh, they lost the kitten. So the thing is, even though I used to watch this all the time, I don't really remember the theme song. Your normal 2D platformer where you just pick up objects and throw them at your enemies. I feel it's really fast paced though. Oops. I'm really rusty at this game. It's 100 flowers, like, I want to say like 15 stars or something like that, that give you an extra life. last game I played today was another one too. So like these games were kind of like nostalgia in my eyes. I know when I saw this at one vendor, I'm like, I need to own this. Like, I need to. It's a shame that the second game I think is just abnormally expensive. I never played it. DuckTales 2. I mean, I never really got into DuckTales game as a kid. I have it now, it's just, I haven't really played it. Everybody says the first game is much better than the second one, though. We'll say the bosses are kind of disappointing in this game. All about picking up the red ball and throwing it at the enemy. I'm gonna grab a drink. Forgot about the bonus games. Here's my question. Why is it always the cat is the villain? It's because it was bigger. I mean, you have this, you have Tom and Jerry. I'm sure there's other things out there where the cats are, I mean, let's face it, cats are evil. Mine might be sleeping next to me, but I'm sure it's plotting against me. I never understood the whole map screen because, like, there's not many choices you have, but it's still kind of cool. That's how you take them out. I'm feeling that life right now. Didn't want to get hit twice by the same enemy. Thing is, if you're playing it with two players, it's actually much easier. If you die, the player that died just appears right away. Don't know what I just hit. Grab something though. This is not going well. Ah, here we go again. So I really need to collect more hearts or something. Well, not hearts, but do something that gets more life. And the second, my last game that I purchased, from it, I got me playing a lot of it. Simply because it's an RPG. Fairly lengthy and somewhat frustrating one at times. I did review it. I was able to complete it. grinding it, like, let's face it, you're not gonna sit there 2 days non-stop and play the game. Because you know, as soon as it gets to the video store and someone else grabs it, they're gonna delete your save file. That badly. Some more extra lives would be nice. I don't know how feathers or even a chipmunk. Fascinated with kangaroos playing tennis in Captain games because this is actually the second game with them in that. Because you do that in Darkwing Duck as well. Anyway, as for reviews, I'm actually thinking about getting Far Cry 6 and reviewing that. I haven't played the 5th game yet. That's the whole reason why I've kind of been holding off on it. I'm also thinking about getting Back 4 Blood. Thinking about it. Right now, I don't exactly have the money for a lot of, a lot of new games. Especially after spending almost $500 at a gaming convention, so. It was money and time well spent, it's just, I don't think I should be buying new games right now, so. Thing, like a lot of people have the advantage of, oh, they're getting paid by sponsors and stuff like that. I don't have that. So I just play what I got most of the times. Or I'll go on Steam and just find some cheap game that no one probably ever heard of, and I'll play that. Like, I do have one that has a mostly negative rating on Steam. I played it for a very short time, and basically it's like Terraria in space. Just, I do want to get around to reviewing it. I only played it for like an hour, so maybe spend a lot more time in it. I'm very rusty at this game apparently, because I never used to have problems getting through this game. It's only maybe the last stage. get our game over, we'll move on to the final game, though. Now, don't remember what the flowers are used for. Very well. Oh, it did work. Okay, never mind. The cool thing is, like, I need that. I really need that. But, if you're playing co-op, like, your brother, your friends or brothers, everybody actually has different stats, so, like, just because you're getting all these lives and stars and all that, doesn't mean that the other person's gonna have either. And they're all independent, which I thought was really cool. So what that P means is that you can pick up large objects and carry them like a normal object. I'm just gonna boss in that level. Under one of these boxes is an extra life. It's just, I feel like the game doesn't give you enough time to really get to the top, but even though I just did. Oh, I love this stage. So yeah, this apple normally you wouldn't be able to jump as much, but oh, there was an extra life. Thankfully there's no time, so I can just collect all these flowers. You can't jump in there though, unfortunately. It's like immediate death. You can't just like jump out of it real quick. I have to look up to see what the flowers do. I really don't remember. If I die again, I think we'll just move on to the final game. But I'll start the introduction now. Basically, it's another game that I used to rent. It's an RPG, and it's actually one of the first RPGs, if not the first that I ever played. Because the first game I ever played was not Final Fantasy or anything like that. Final Fantasy 3 was the one that really got me hooked into RPGs. I'm going to find out later on, of course, that it was Final Fantasy 6. But either way, like, that's the game that really hooked me in. But the game that really introduced me to the genre is the final game I got. And basically, at the one booth, like, me and my friend Mike, we were all getting ready to leave. And, like, I just, crap. Like, I saw it there. And I'm like, you know, there was no price tag on it. And I knew the game was not exactly cheap. So I asked the vendor, I'm like, I don't really want to ask, but how much is that? She's like, oh, let me look. And she had the guy she was with look it up. And he's like, just nonchalantly, oh, it's $140. You can't be kidding me. That's about the going price of it. However, I did look it up online, and the only Amazon listing I've seen of it shows it for $500. So if that's really the case, I think I made out well. Now, what game am I talking about? We'll see in a second. 'Cause I'm about to die. So that was my final, because I gave myself like a $500 budget, and that pretty much put me right ahead it. Like I was walking around a little bit more, I was looking at other stuff, I'm like, you know what, no, after spending $140 on one game, like, I gotta call it. Alright, so we're gonna stop here for this one. So the final game is Legend of the Ghost Line. Again, it's a very unusual RPG. And it's made by Kenko, who a lot of people don't really know of. They're still around. They're mostly playing or developing mobile RPGs that aren't half bad from the few that I've checked out. But this one, their NES games weren't exactly the best. Like the only other one I can think of off the top of my head was Bugs Bunny's Birthday Blowout, which that game's fun for a little while, and it just kind of gets old. Usually when I turn it on, I get halfway through the game, I just turn it off because I get bored. One you actually play as a female, which is really cool. But in typical anime fashion, her parents just leave her. The thing is, the entire game, for the most part, you're actually alone. Kind of like the original Dragon Warrior / Dragon Quest, whatever you want to call it. But you don't get your typical XP or anything like that. Instead, you get these fragments of hope, and that's how you level yourself up. So every time you find one, that's actually how you level up and get more HP and otherwise known as courage in this game. And then your dream is basically your summoning power. But you can see it has a very heavy feel to the original Final Fantasy and Dragon Warrior. I'll get in a couple battles just to show you. But this game does not. This game's unforgiving later on. Basically, those are save points. Basically, you're in this high fantasy world. It's kind of cool. I don't think you can really get any armor or anything, if I remember correctly. warrior. She has like a freaking button-down shirt. Where's the dodge? What kind of dodge? Freaking die already. Luckily, there's not much of a penalty other than I losing half money. Always liked how the enemies disappear. The people look really weird, like town of bread. Now this guy let you like use his boat, and like you have to be careful because any one of these places are going to kick your ass this early in the game. Drop by Davis, they have shrooms. So yeah, this is a game, as I said, I used to rent it all the time. I never really got far. But it's really what I enjoyed because I really liked the different style of it. Like it was a lot more laid back. And back then, I didn't know what an RPG was. I never played like Dragon Warrior or Final Fantasy or any of that stuff. This was the game I first played as an RPG. And the cool thing is your summons, their HP is replenished after every battle. So you don't have to worry about that. The only thing you gotta worry about is being able to summon them. And there's a good amount of summons you get. Some of them come and go. The battle music, it's cool at first, it's like really frantic, but it does get old. But yeah, the only thing you get off of enemies are rubies. So like, later on in the game, it's more beneficial just to like run away. Especially later on when you're like, you gotta preserve everything when you go into the line. Trying to find a fragment of hope just showing out how you level up, but this would be a game I feel like would be very interesting to be doing a talk through for, like a full on one, but I don't know if I want to, there we go, I don't know if I want to go through all the grind, not necessarily grinding, but I mean it's, the thing is there really isn't any grinding other than grabbing rubies to buy like healing items and being able to jump on the boat and stuff like that. I will. I'll definitely have to have a guide with me, though. I feel like that might actually be kind of fun. The other thing I should mention is the artwork on the cartridge. It's perfect. It's like full-on 80s hair metal. If you've never seen it, just look it up. It's great. Reminds me, when I was at Too Many Games, I saw another... Something that got me a little excited was a game called Legend. It's a SNES brawler that I would love to get a copy of. And I saw one there, boxed for $70. I'm like, oh man, this is a steal. I gotta buy this. Then I realized it was for the box only. I don't know how much the game goes for. I don't know if I want to know. The box alone is $70. Like, come on guys, I think that's a little ridiculous for a freaking piece of cardboard. If someone's out there and you want to make some money, just do reproduction boxes. Like seriously, I'd buy a bunch of them. So that's Ghostline. You know what? That's my collection from Too Many Games. I thought I made out pretty well. I was hoping to get more like SNES and Genesis, but for some reason I just went right for those NES games this year. Which, hey, that's cool. I'm surprised I didn't buy any boxed copies, because I know the last time I went, I got a couple boxed games. I know I definitely got Alien Syndrome, which is another one of my favorite NES games that I used to rent from my friend Anthony all the time. I'm thinking about trying to do a stream of that at some point this month, but we'll see what happens. But I can't remember what else I bought that set, because last year it was canceled due to COVID. The prior year I went, just Angry Video Gamer signature on my box, Jekyll and Hyde. Anywho, that's all I got. So if you guys have a suggestion on what game I should probably review out of all of these first, feel free to let me know. Thanks guys for watching, I really appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoyed me unraveling these games. I'm excited for most of them I got. Like some of them I got just kind of say I got them. Like Bible Adventures, let's face it, I'm not really gonna play that game much. Same with probably Dudes with Attitudes. I might review it as a weird like puzzle game, but I don't see myself going to it a lot. But most of the games that I got, I'm probably gonna put some heavy time into. But I'm rambling. We've been doing this for 2 hours, and that's all I got. So yeah, thanks guys for watching. I am Reaper, and until next time, happy fragging.